It is great to have you back here at CoinSuri's channel. There has never been a better time to be an XRP holder. And before we dive into the film, I have a question. Before the current crypto bull run started, when was the last time XRP was lying around 67 cents? Absolute no. In the middle of 2020, when we last checked in, things were really picking up speed. It may be remembered that XRP spent the most of summer and part of October seemed stuck in an endless downward migration in the 20-something cent range. My argument would make more sense to you if you had been there at the time. But by that time it was gone. I can't recall the exact timing, but miraculously, it took off and unexpectedly soared to more than 80 cents in what felt like a week or two. Its quickness is all that counts. It seemed like it would never happen. Then the event really took place. But that was when XRP was at a price of about 20 cents. It has topped out. The market is about to go crazy, and it's at 67 cents right now. To state that development has been consistent would be an understatement. The excitement and stability of XRP have yet to come. Cryptocurrency values are often volatile, but after recently breaching over a certain resistance level, they have leveled out at 67 cents. Among these expert viewpoints is one from a blockchain advocate who, I think he stated it, pointed out that XRP surged by 180% the last time these charts appeared. The price of XRP will hit $18 in the medium to near future, according to another analyst I'm in contact with. I am not a financial advisor and have never worked in this industry. Before we go any farther, I hope you grasp this. In addition, you can't buy or sell anything because to be honest, I'm just an interested observer who enjoys making YouTube videos about Bitcoin. But that's purely a pastime and for enjoyment. As of this writing, one Bitcoin is worth $43,908 US. With a crypto fear greed index of 74 out of 100, the crypto asset class has a market capitalization of $1.64 trillion. No signs of extreme greed have been observed thus far in the cycle. It is inconceivable to me that this will cause a fall before extreme greed sets in. Just because we experience a strong desire for something doesn't mean we'll immediately go back to being reasonable the next day. Greed, in its moderate and extreme forms, has the potential to sustain societies and economies for a long time. Conversely, extreme and ongoing terror is certainly within the realm of possibility. Bringing attention to the fact that we're in a situation of tremendous greed and heat will be a noteworthy moment, even if I think it's nearly unavoidable. This in no way implies that it is complete. Some regard it as the start of the end, even if it only lasts another 6 months, which is unlikely given how it's likely to fluctuate between extreme greed and avarice. I can only promise you that it will be a thrilling moment, but it will also cause you to pause and realize, okay, things are getting hot. If this is how most people feel right now, then what I say will have little impact. Earlier morning, a reliable Bitcoin chart analyst published an article in which he has a good handle on the broad picture, because his writing has been exceedingly upbeat and self-assured. While most people and analysts were saying that we were entering bear zone, he continued to insist that we were in bull mode for almost a year. We won't be back for a while. Still, we're standing here. All this time has passed, and we have maintained our bullish stance. And that's before we even consider if Bitcoin will set a new record this year. Putting that aside, we'll just have to see if his forecasts pan out. He's dead set that this will cause Bitcoin's value to skyrocket at the end of the year or not. Thus, he maintains his unwavering stance regardless of whether his architectural judgment is flawed. This is what he came up with in just mode. Despite the fact that this is the most unpredictable asset class globally, I do not believe we will witness prices below $40,000 again this cycle, and I am not referring to the 5-minute chart either. This makes sense to me. That's an audacious assertion you made. His opinion matters to me. 40,000 I could remember every single detail, not even the top 30,000. I don't know how likely it is that this will occur. I hope he's right. Absolutely not. Many reliable market experts think it's fair to anticipate a flush into the 30,000 cup or lower throughout the coming months. Whoever is right will be proven. That is why it's interesting to watch the many opinions voiced by the analysts here. What makes this interesting is that even market watchers who think we could hit the 30 to 1000 region are aware that this could just be a retracement to a level they see as support, after which we could keep going up. As frustrating as it is to try to locate analysts who do not think we are currently in full BOMO, there are those who insist that we are in full-blown bull mode, but they are also the asterisks in this circumstance. Some people think this is where we're going to hit our stride. Below 100,000. I know I speak for the minority when I say this, but there are some who think we can stop talking about it after we get $50,000, okay? I may just blast off at that moment, and then it will all be over. That's about it. Still, it's not completely out of the idea that this might still consume most of next year. Regardless of the verifiable bear's accuracy, 2024 will still be a fantastic year. In any case, I have my notion, and Credible Crypto put out yet another piece this afternoon. In his writings, he made multiple requests for a large flush as he went along. On the other hand, Bitcoin's open interest has been declining at a rate not witnessed since the price reached $37,000. The price has increased 20% and open interest has stayed the same since then. Good luck eliminating the hypothetical leveraged holdings. What will cause the price to create her own net? He doesn't see a lot of leverage in this situation. The fact that I didn't use a different post in this video is irrelevant. It was simply part of the job description, and I'm sure some of you didn't even notice. In case you haven't been following the market, or perhaps you were looking at it right after I posted this video, Bitcoin did fall from approximately $44,200 to around $43,800. Absolutely not. It began to rise slightly after that. His piece did in fact address that. From what I can tell, the most important takeaway from that article is that the decline in Bitcoin's spot price was not caused by leverage or anything else. Given the inherent volatility of cryptocurrencies and the fact that Bitcoin's price is expected to keep growing regardless of this, he considers this a small issue. The blockchain advocate included two charts in his post, one for Bitcoin USD and another for XRP. Additionally, the orange market cap for all three is displayed. My understanding is that this is the whole market capitalization of the entire asset class, not including Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, all coins other than the top two are shown in orange on the chart. Along with functional charts, that is where his attention is focused. We are currently located at the top, and the one at the bottom is from the backdrop range. It dates back to November 2020, which is just over 3 years ago. Here we are at the section where he selected December 5, 2023. As he points out, the chart's architecture has evolved over the years, so even though it's not the same month 3 years later, it's still the same thing. That is the point he is making here. That is the concept he is trying to communicate. Thus, this is the result of our efforts. Coincident with our current situation in 2020, XRP experienced a 180% boom, Bitcoin saw an increase, the altcoin market saw a rise, etc. This is where it happened. Nobody knows what's going to happen this week. Thus, he does not promise that this will be the result. But watch how it evolves. The total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, was orange 3 years ago, as seen on this screen. Above, you can see the price of Bitcoin 3 years ago, represented by the red and green candles. In this case, the green line stands for XRP. As a result, XRP did, in fact, follow closely behind. All assets save Bitcoin and ETH are accessible here, thus we can see Bitcoin's breakthrough to the upward. It has exploded in popularity. XRP is acting in a manner consistent with that formation segment, which was rising as Total 3 started to decline slightly, anticipating the next move by XRP. Hence, he has made no promises. By itself, it does not constitute a promise. However, in his view, these things don't appear to be different. It's at that moment that he makes his message crystal plain. Is it going to go mainstream like all the others? Since I am not very interested in this, I will not be surprised if you respond with a negative. Yes, I did say it at the start of the video, it's reasonable to be happy about XRP at the moment, and you should be excited about it right now. Since holding XRP has been largely painful, it is acceptable to be weak. Crypto in general frightens and keeps people awake at night, and the XRP community in particular has been through a lot, especially with the SEC shit. It is entirely acceptable to savor every moment. Yeah, I absolutely get that. Furthermore, we will just have to wait and see what happens because we have no idea. It appears like everything is going swimmingly right now. Got it. An authority on XRP charts, named Dark Defender, also contributed to the thread. He also cited the works of others who said XRP won't hit $1 until 2025. The end of the year 2025 is drawing near. Alternatively, XRP reached 70 cents yesterday. At its peak, XRP was trading at 70.1 cents per hour, a fantastic position. People were crying the other day when it was 71 cents, but I told them not to worry about the here and now. That battle is entertaining, so watching it for hours on end will drive you insane, but when it ends, we'll enjoy it. Everything else, though, is going to wear you out to the bone. Is that so? There are further areas where things are also collapsing. Oh. Does this decision seem incorrect? Having said that, it says absolutely nothing about the coin's quality. XRP's price fluctuation to 70 cents is par for the course. It has also declined somewhat once more. However, I'd want to highlight the level that Dark Defender mentioned on the XRP USD chart. He also notes that XRP tried 70 cents as support, broke over it, and then tested it again as resistance. In essence, he is praising it. In contrast, he posted this XRP USD chart with the accompanying text. Greetings, everyone. No one should take XRP's retest of the 66.49 cent threshold lightly. It is vital, though, if you understand it completely. His argument is that the upcoming XRP moves will capture you because they are significant. This is of the utmost importance at the moment. Every month, we may check this. Having broken through the critical level, as seen in the monthly chart below, we may now set our sights on future objectives close to $1, or $1 plus $1, $1. The 5-wave Elliott wave structure remains active on the monthly chart, pointing towards $18.22 in the short to medium term. Just when XRP hits $1.88, quite elevated, I promise you, the outcome will be disastrous. We shall keep an eye on the result about that. But it's clear that this will take a long time. We will have achieved $18 or more by 2024, the year he is mentioning. Whether or not it actually happens is something I don't know. Furthermore, I will have nearly left the market by that time. One example is a possum. I keep saying that my ultimate goal is to scale out entirely between $5 and $8 because of this. After I've reaped enough profit from my other investments and XRP becomes the last one to truly take off, I might be willing to take a little more risk. But what if XRP is behaving strangely? Maybe it peaks earlier in the market cycle than expected, which would be a departure from historical predictions. I plan to sell nearly all of my possessions if that turns out to be true. However, I may want to retain 10% or 20% later on in the cycle. You might even be more, depending on the success of my other ventures. I think it's totally possible. However, getting my hands on the money that will revolutionize my life, protecting it, and ultimately preserving it are my top priorities. It is my intention, nevertheless, that it remain that way. Do you share my enthusiasm? I'm going to keep going until something happens. I've been at this for about 5 years. Furthermore, most of it is devoid of this certain vibe. It doesn't matter to us, because most cryptocurrency market activity is sideways or downward. Since this won't last forever, I hope you're making the most of it while you can. So, yes, this year has been fantastic in comparison to last, and I'm anticipating that 2024 will surpass even 2023 in terms of quality. But I assure you, it will pass quickly. Fortunately, I will still be devoting a significant amount of time to this site in order to produce videos for YouTube, otherwise, things will go on as usual. Rest assured, I will be doing this again. As I expect the markets to plummet, I will start saving up with cost of living adjustments so I can start the process over from the beginning. Since I am not a certified financial advisor, you should not place your faith in my advice. Catch you later, farewell.